Throughout our lives, we all face challenges that seem insurmountable. Sometimes the obstacles are so great that we feel helpless, not knowing which direction to take. It is in these moments that faith becomes our greatest ally. Trusting that God has a plan for each of us can be the anchor that keeps us steady, even in the midst of life storms. Think of a person you know, or even yourself, who has faced a difficult time. Maybe it was the loss of a job, a family crisis, or a health problem that seemed unresolvable. When things go wrong, it's easy to lose hope and question why this is all happening. But it is precisely in these moments that we need to remember God's promise. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope in the future. I remember a true story I heard of a woman who went through a devastating financial crisis. With 2 children to raise and no idea how to pay the bills, she was ready to give up. Every day was a battle, and the future looked bleak. But instead of giving in to despair, she decided to trust God's plans. Every day, she prayed, asking for strength and direction. And although the circumstances didn't change immediately, something began to shift within her. She found the courage to keep going, even when she didn't see a clear path forward. Over time, things started to improve. An unexpected job opportunity arose, and little by little, she managed to get back on her feet. Today, this woman has not only overcome the crisis, but also helps others who are going through similar difficulties. She firmly believes that it was her faith in God and trust in His plans that sustained her through the most difficult times. This story reminds us that even when we don't see the way out, God is working in our lives. He has a plan, even if we don't understand it right away. Sometimes the path is tough, but each challenge we face strengthens us and prepares us for the future He has in store for us. Trusting God's plans doesn't mean everything will be easy, but it does mean we will never be alone. He is with us every step of the journey, guiding us and sustaining us. If you are going through a difficult time right now, remember that God knows your challenges and has a greater purpose for you. Keep believing, keep trusting. He has plans of prosperity and hope for your life. Final message: when we trust in God's plans, we discover that there is always a future full of hope ahead of us, even in the darkest hours. God is in control, and His love never fails.